Hello, everybody. Today, I want to talk about big love. If you're going to do something great for your community, you're going to be moved by this great love. And if it's going to be an all year round activity, big love is where you should tap in and find your strength. When the Pharisees heard that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees with his teachings, they feigned a plan against him. They were thirsty. They wanted the attention to themselves. One bold lawyer became salty because of Jesus' wisdom and said, from Matthew 22, verse 36 to 39, "Teacher, which is the great commandment in the law?" Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself." He wanted to embarrass Jesus. Just imagine. But Jesus ate that up. You cannot outdo Jesus. No one can be more dope than Jesus. Jesus flexes differently. He simply told the truth. Simple, straightforward answers, right? Two things are prominent in this verse: love for God and love for other human beings. The highest form of love must have the highest object, and that is God Himself. It makes sense to love God because He is love. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man should lay down his life for his friends. That's big love. Loving God with all your heart means to offer Him your deepest affections and desires. It involves genuine and sincere love for God, prioritizing Him above all else. Loving God with all your soul refers to dedicating your entire being to Him. This encompasses your spiritual life, your innermost self, and eternal destiny. It involves surrendering your will to God's will and aligning your life with His purposes. Loving God with all your mind involves engaging your intellect, reasoning, and understanding in your relationship with God. It means seeking to know Him more deeply through studying His Word, reflecting on His teachings, and cultivating a deeper understanding of His character and attributes. Love for God must be felt internally and expressed externally. Love for God first. Prioritize God. This means putting God first. I would like to think of it as a cross, the vertical pole and the horizontal bar. Our vertical connection is expressed in horizontal ways. In other words, we must be connected to God. Our connection to God will help us to express this love horizontally. Keep the first commandment and you are safe. Neglect it and no external obedience will atone for that neglect. The second commandment is like the first. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. It is the rule which must guide Christians in their relations with others. Loving God is a discipline that will teach you how to love others. That's precisely how we should respond to big love. Love for others, caring for others, empathizing, attending, paying attention, cherishing, adoring others will go a long way in showing the community that we care. This commandment essentially instructs individuals to treat others with the same care and compassion and kindness that they would want for themselves. It emphasizes empathy, selflessness, and a sense of interconnectedness with others. Loving your neighbor as yourself requires empathy, putting yourself in someone else's shoes and understanding their experiences and feelings, and of course, understanding their needs. It means treating others with the same understanding and compassion that you would want for yourself in similar circumstances. This commandment calls for tangible expressions of love and kindness towards others. It encompasses acts of service, generosity, forgiveness, and support. It encourages individuals to go beyond mere words and to actively seek the well-being and flourishing of those around you. The commandment does not specify who qualifies as a neighbor. Rather, it encompasses all people, regardless of their background, ethnicity, beliefs, and social status. It emphasizes inclusivity and calls individuals to love and care for everyone they encounter without exception. If you love Jesus, you're going to make your community a priority. We've got to be relevant to the community. Please pay attention to the needs of your community members. Don't be quick to give the bread of life before you give them actual bread. Bread first, I say. How do you expect a hungry person to digest the gospel effectively? Impossible. Bread first. Let's be relevant to their needs. Your healthy and vertical relationship with God will be expressed in horizontal ways of good towards other human beings. Hey, don't sleep on this critical concept. Big love teaches us to be compassionate, empathetic, and inclusive in our approach to life. The community is the best place to express that. The Seventh-day Adventist Church celebrates 150 years of mission this year. Every young person should ask themselves, how can I ignite my passion for mission by creatively commemorating this significant anniversary? J.N. Andrews left for Switzerland to do mission 150 years ago. He went with his children, Mary and Charles. Yes, that's young people. Get up, get your squad together, get your young people together, get other young people together, and show love for Jesus in your city all year round. Write down the needs of your community and work together to show big love towards others. Respond in big ways towards a big God. Let's go.